WON YouTube Networks is now on Facebook. Check it out.
This is WON Brooklyn.
From new Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York, WON Sports presents New York White Sox Baseball, powered by MLB The Show 19. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game series of the Battle of the Bronx between the New York White Sox and the New York Yankees. We'll have all your lineups, starting pitchers, and the first pitch of this ball game following this.
Fry here.
LaRussa here. Are you ready for this year's Busch Crosstown Classic?
No, I'm just admiring this year's Busch Crosstown Classic display.
I see it too, Skipper.
Real handsome. Oh, thanks, Tony.
I meant the display, Skip. What do you think of the mug?
Oh, you mean the free Busch Crosstown mug fans get when they buy a case of Busch beer?
Yeah, Jim. You look real good next to it.
Tony, you never look better yourself.
Do you know what it's like to walk out onto the fresh-cut grass at Yankee Stadium the morning before the game? Now you do. Adidas Aftershave and Cologne. The essence of sports.
Welcome back to New Yankee Stadium. Johnny Cueto will be on the mound for the New York Yankees. 1-1 with an ERA of 4.85. Looking to improve his record to 2-1. This is his third start. He's been in 2 games so far. It is a beautiful afternoon for baseball. In game number 2 of a 3-game weekend set, the Battle of the Bronx, Barry Larkin will lead off the ball game here. A big win for the White Sox yesterday, as it's a fly ball in the air to right. Aaron Judge is there. 1 pitch and 1 out to begin the ball game. Big win for the White Sox last night.
The second baseman.
The offense did the job in the late going. Here's the Sox 1 through 9 lineup. You got Larkin, Alomar, the red-hot Don Manley in the number 3 spot. He's the DH. Reggie Jackson in the cleanup spot. Ken Griffey Jr. batting 5th. Henderson, Thomas, Boggs, and Piazza all follow. You look at Mattingly's number, already 9 home runs. Roberto Alomar, the batter. Switch hitter batting on the left side here this afternoon. Cueto is set. First pitch to 1 down, in the air, left center. That's carrying a long way. Way back as a center fielder. That's Aaron Hicks with the running catch for out number 2 on the second pitch of the ball game. Here comes the former Yankee, Don Mattingly.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
Take a look at this fly ball hit by Alomar. He got a lot of mustard on it. It carried, but hey man, Hicks is just so fast. So it's quickly 2 down for Don Mattingly. Hitting at a whopping .529, and he lines one to right field for a base hit. Well, that average will go up a couple of points here after that hit. So Mattingly is on with a single with 2 down, and that brings up Reggie. Another former Yankee who played for the Yankees from 1977 to 1981. This season hitting at .500 with 14 home runs and 26 runs batted in. Got off to that torrid start in Kansas City and Cleveland. And in the Bronx are looking to continue that in the new Bronx Stadium. New Yankee Stadium right across the street from the old one, home of the White Sox now. 2 outs, 1 on, just underway here at the new stadium. Cueto set at the belt. The pitch on the way to Jackson. Line to right center. And that'll be caught by Aaron Hicks. Side retired. 1 hit. A man is stranded. Half inning complete. White Sox nothing. Yankees coming to bat. Mike Scott will be taking the ball and taking the mound here this afternoon. He's 2-0 so far. This is his 3rd start. He's been in 2 starts. The area at 6 and make it 2.65. 17 innings pitched, 15 hit surrenders. His whip at 1.41. 9 walks and a ton of strikeouts. He'll be facing Brett Gardner, the leadoff batter, hitting at 500 with no home runs and 2 runs batted in. He's a designated hitter here this afternoon for the Yankees. First pitch by Mike Scott underway. And a swing and a miss, or a foul ball? Yes, it's a foul ball for strike 1. Look at Mike Piazza catching the balls and strikes. There's Reggie Jackson. Oh, 1 delivery. It's fouled away, and now it's 0-2 on Gardner. Nothing in 2. The pitch by Scott. He struck him out swinging. Splitter hit the corner, and there's 1 down. Let's take a look at if we can, the Yankees lineup, and we will. Gardner, of course, struck out a moment ago. Andujar batting second. Judge is batting third. Stanton, cleanup batter. Torres, number 5. Sanchez, number 6. Didi at 7. Luke at 8. And Aaron Hicks at 9. Here's Miguel Andujar. 7-game hitting streak so far, 11 for 28. Overall this season, 347 average, 3 home runs, and 16 runs batted in. Just underway here in the first inning. A scoreless game, 1 out here in the Yankees' first inning. Pitch by Scott on its way. Swing and a miss. Went with that slider again, and there's no balls on the strike. He set up inside again, possibly away. The pitch on the way is a rip and a foul. Again with that, went with that splitter, and now it's 0-2 on Andujar. The stretch and the pitch, another foul ball, this time a 4-seamer out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 delivery. He struck him out. Another K for Mike Scott this afternoon. 2 in a row, and there's 2 down here in the first inning. I'll bring up the Judge, Aaron Judge, the number 3 slugger for the Yankees, hitting at .250 with 3 home runs and 10 runs batted in so far in the early going of the 2019 campaign. So, Mike Scott with 2 outs under his belt, both via the strikeout, facing a tough hitter named Judge. First pitch to him is down low, ball 1. The 1-0 is nips the corner for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. The umpires today, Ross is calling the balls and strikes, Parker at third, Holiday at second, and Lawrence at first. Scott set with the delivery, and a 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Scott's got some nasty stuff so far this afternoon. Looking to begin the ball game by striking out the side. The 1-2. He won't do that, but he'll get a 1-2-3 inning. A ground ball by Alomar to Alomar, and he throws to Thomas, side retired. No hits, no runs. We played 1. No score. We go to the top of the second, and the kid, Ken Griffey Jr., leads off, hitting at .442. Always loves playing here as an opponent. His father, obviously a former Yankee back in the 80s. Scoreless game, Johnny Cueto on the mound still, facing Jr. Hammered right to the first baseman, Voigt. And 1 pitch and 1 down. Let's take a look at the Yankees defense presented by Majestic Athletics. The outfield is Hicks, Judge, and Stan. The infield is Didi, Torres, Voigt, and Andujar. Catching the balls and strikes, Sanchez. Here's Ricky Henderson hitting at .460. So far in the young campaign, hit all bomb to right center, right field yesterday, into the bleacher creatures. What a night for the Sox offense last night. There's a short ground ball to third, picked up by the third baseman. They get their man. Good play by Andujar, and there's quickly 2 down here in the second.
Batting 7, the first baseman, number 35.
I bring up Frank Thomas, the big hurt. Hitting at .261 with 3 home runs and a couple of runs batted in. No score between the Yankees and the White Sox here in the early going of the ball game. Top of the second, 2 down, nobody on base. There's a rip to right field. Right there is Judge. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 for Johnny Cueto and the Yankees. Nothing across. We go to the bottom of the second, scoreless. Giancarlo Stanton will lead off, the number 4 hitter for the Yankees. Yankees went down in order. Stanton hitting at .391 with 2 home runs and 11 runs batted in so far. Playing left field here today. Here's a guy you don't want to mess with offensively. First pitch to Stanton is a strike. 4-seamer right down the pipe. No balls in the strike. Scott is set with the line. The 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Count 0-2.
Nothing and 2 on Stanton. Scott set with the line. And the pitch on the way. Just missed. 1-2. Again the stretch and a 1-2 delivery. Ooh, that just missed. 2-2. Going again, setting up away against Stanton. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. We'll do it again. How Stanton was able to stay alive with that one, beyond me. It'll be a 2-2 again from Scott to Stanton. On its way. He struck him out. Number 3 for Mike Scott. And there's 1 down to begin the second inning. Let's take a look at the White Sox defense. In the outfield, you have Henderson, Griffey Jr., and Jackson. The infield's Alomar, Thomas, Larkin, and Boggs. And catching the balls and strikes is Piazza. So here's Gleyber Torres hitting at .236 with no home runs and 6 runs batted in. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. High fastball. 0-1. Scott set at the line here. And the 0-1 delivery to Torres. Ground ball. That's going to be a fair ball. Thomas got it, and there's quickly 2 down. That ball was hit hard down the line, but Thomas was there to grab it. And quickly 2 down here in the second inning, and now bring up Gary Sanchez hitting at .250 with 2 home runs and 9 runs batted in. The 2-out delivery. Strike. 0-1. There you see, the shift is on. Sanchez known for pulling the ball to left field. That's how they set it. Up and left. The 0-1 is there for a strike 2 call. It'll be an 0-2 to Gary. Mike is set at the belt. 0-2 delivery. He struck him out. There's number 4 of the day for Mike Scott. Nothing across. No hits, no runs. We go to the third. At the end of 2, we remain scoreless between the White Sox and the Yankees. And Wade Boggs will lead off here. Hitting at .339 with 7 home runs and 15 runs batted in. A former Yankee. As well, played in the 90s, part of the 96 World Championship. There's a ground ball to second. 1 pitch, 1 out. Well, the standings for the Yankees, they are 1 game ahead of the Boston Red Sox. Yankees coming to today's contest 9-4. Boston is 9-6. That's the standings for the NL East. Here's Piazza. Batting in the number 9 slot again. Cueto is set. The 1-out delivery to Piazza. High fly ball. Well handed to right field. Judge going back to the warning track, and he makes the catch. Piazza just got it off the end of the bat. It carried a long way, but Judge was able to get to it and make the catch. So a long out for Mike. And there's 2 down, and the top of the order we go is Barry Larkin. Cueto is set on a 2-out delivery to Barry. Again, a high fly ball to right. That ball is carrying a long way, but Judge runs it down, side retired. Another 1-2-3 inning for Johnny Cueto and the Yankees. Middle to third. We remain scoreless. Didi Gregorius, who was a White Sox during the spring, but then traded back to the Yankees, leads off here. His average at 227 with 2 home runs and 7 runs batted in. His on-base percentage, well, OPS, it's pretty big. Luke Voigt is in the on-deck circle. Boy, Didi is a tough cookie to get out, as you'll see in this at-bat, possibly. He fouls the splitter away, 0-1. The 0-1 to Didi. Way outside. Didi was not going to reach for that. The 1-1. Hit hard to left field. Can of corn for the left fielder Henderson, and there's 1 down. So Didi's retired. Now bring up Luke Voigt. Big first baseman, big slugger for the Yankees. Bursted onto the scene literally last year. Towards the end of the year, hit some big home runs for the Yankees. He leads off with 1 out. Here in the 3rd inning, swings and misses on the splitter. Nothing in 1. He's hitting at 250 so far with 2 home runs and 2 runs batted in. The 0-1. Fouled away, and now it's 0-2. Smith set at the belt here. Make it Scott at the belt. The pitch on the way is down low. Luke did not chase. It'll be a 1-2. The pitch. He struck him out. Another K for the day for Scott. His 5th of the afternoon. And there's 2 down here in the inning. Now bring up Aaron Hicks. The dangerous Aaron Hicks. Hicks, switch hitter, batting left-handed here this afternoon. Takes it down low, 1-0. Hicks hitting at 279 with 3 home runs and 10 runs batted in. One and 0 is the count. And the pitch coming. Hit high in the air to shallow right. Reggie on his horse. Can't get to it, it falls in. It'll either be a hit or an error, we shall see. Either way, cancel the post-game show. There will be no special day today. And it's a double, and it shouldn't have been. Brett Gardner will be the batter. The pitch on the way. Fouled away, strike 1. Gardner was Scott's first strikeout victim. And now a strike away from being it again. Scott ahead of Brett, 0-2. And he strikes him out again. Look at the fist pump delivered by Mike Scott. 1 hit, a man is stranded. We have played 3 at the new stadium. It's the Sox nothing and the Yankees nothing. To the 4th we march on. Still 1 hit for both teams. But no runs have come around to score. Why? Because the men on the mound, Johnny Cueto's for the Yankees and Mike Scott for the New York White Sox. Cueto back to work against Alomar. There's a high pop-up into shallow right center. Hicks is under this one, makes the catch for out number 1. What a pitching duel in this early going of the ball game between Cueto and Scott. Here's Don Mattingly. He's singled. He's the only hit for the White Sox side. On the ground to first. Luke's got it. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Wow. Now bring up Reggie Jackson. Reggie lined out back in the first inning. Cueto set with the twist. And the delivery. High fly ball deep in the left field. That's carrying a long way. It is off the wall. Reggie's got himself a double. Second hit of the ballgame for the White Sox. And for the first time this afternoon, the Sox are in business with a man in scoring position with 2 outs. And here's Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 1 with a line out back in the second. Looking to cash in for his club against his nemesis, the Yankees. Cueto still at the belt, keeping an eye on Reggie. A short lead at second. And the pitch to Griffey on the ground to second. And that'll end the inning. The White Sox cannot do anything with that double. They leave the runner on base. Middle of the 4th, we remain scoreless at the new stadium. Miguel Andujar will lead off here in the bottom of the 4th in a scoreless game, a pitching duel in the making. In the early going between Mike Scott and Johnny Cueto, neither team has been able to figure out how to score a run against these two. There's a strike and the count is 0-1. To right, but foul. And now it's 0-2 on Miguel. The stretch by Scott on its way. And a delivery. And another foul ball into the Yankee dugout. Hopefully everybody's okay. 0-2. The pitch. Another foul ball. Look out. What Scott will deliver to Andujar here. We shall see. The 0-2. Another foul ball. Boy, Miguel's making Scott work. It'll be an 0-2 again to Andujar by Scott. And a short ground ball to third. Boggs got it, picks it up, throws quickly in against his man for out number 1. So 1 down, a big battle between Andujar and Scott. Coming up, Aaron Judge. Judge 0 for 1 here today with a ground out back in the first inning. White Sox nothing, Yankees nothing in game 2 of this 3-game weekend Battle of the Bronx series. A great pitching performance by both teams' starting pitchers. Line drive caught by Reggie for out number 2. And she kind of wished she caught the double. So, the batter will be now Giancarlo Stanton, hitting at .383 with 2 home runs and 11 runs batted in. Scott trying to be careful against Giancarlo. He will. To the ship. Play beautifully. Side retired. No hits, no runs. We have played 4 at the new stadium. Sox nothing, Yankees nothing. The back of the stadium, Rickey Henderson set to lead off here for the White Sox here in the 5th inning. The big story, Mike Scott, so far so good, scoreless, and Johnny Cueto, the same thing. But one of these guys or the bullpen will make a mistake and it'll cost one of these teams. These games do not end in a tie. So Rickey Henderson trying to be the spark plug for the Sox here. Leads off here in the 5th and lines one into right center, but Hicks is right there for out number 1. 1 down here in the 5th. That quickly. I'll bring up Frank Thomas. Thomas now leading off with nobody on base and 1 out. Sox trying to get their first run of the ball game. There's a ground ball to second. They get a line drive catch to Glaber, and quickly 2 down.
Wade Boggs.
Coming up, Wade Boggs. Well, the Sox are hitting the screws off the ball, but right to the defense of the White Sox. Here's Wade Boggs. Line to left field. Coming on is the left fielder who drops the ball. Boggs on his way to second. Here comes the throw, and he's going to be overrunning the bag, and he's out. Oh, no. What a base running blunder by Boggs, and it runs the Sox out of the inning. We're halfway through scoreless. We're now going to pause for station identification.
This is WON Brooklyn.
It's been quite a week for me. Home, a new job, a new city. What else could a girl ask for? What was that woman's problem? Why was she following me like that? She gave me quite a scare.
I'm Detective Mara from the Chicago Police Department. I'm actually here concerning the death of Mark Luther. I've been traveling the country the last few weeks and looking to find people who seem to know some information about that.
Oh, what does that have to do with me?
It has a lot to do with you because you know him.
I don't know what you mean. I didn't know any Mark Luther.
That's BS, lady. Or should I call you Superwoman?
How dare you? I never worked with any Luther, and I'm not Superwoman.
Sure you are. Remember the good times where you worked with him to destroy the whole town of Scarborough and all those innocent people?
Get the hell out of my house!
Oh, did I strike a nerve?
Get the hell out, Detective Mara! She's not a police detective. She's Mark Luther's daughter.
Indeed. I am Mark Luther's daughter. There was no reason for you to let Supergirl kill my father.
Let's be honest. Your dad was an evil man. He enjoyed killing people for fun, and I just can't approve of that kind of human being. We're lucky that the government found me in the condition that I was in after your father's death. The entire evil residue that he injected me with is completely gone, but the powers are still here, and I'm going to use them for good.
You probably found out that I wasted your time and tricked you. You're probably angry as hell. And you know what? I frankly don't care. I have some unfinished business to settle with you. So if you have the guts to do it, meet me at 125 West 9th Street. It's a small place with a pool house attached. So come and show yourself, if you dare, super bitch. Sincerely, Karen Luther, a.k.a. your worst nightmare.
I have had enough of this creature. This woman is getting on my last nerves. Well, she asked for it, and she's gonna get it. Not today. No, I have to bring Karen Luther to justice. And that means no cooling off breaks, not for a crime fighter.
Oh, but Superman, I insist you cool off. This is only the beginning, Superwoman. When you snap out of it and come to the surface, you're going to be in for the fight of your useless life.
surprise present for you. Do you like what you see? Well, good. So I was just getting a little tired, so I'm going to take a little break, okay? Oh. Babe, can you help me? I have a cramp. Babe, can you please come help me? I've got a cramp in my leg. Babe, this isn't part of the performance. Can you please come help me? Chris, come help me. I have a cramp in my leg.
sound I hear? It sounds like ticking, but where could it be coming from? If the ticking's not coming from inside the car, that can only mean one thing. I knew she was behind this, but she won't get away with it. Not for 1 second.
Back at New Yankee Stadium, boy, you talk about a bad situation for Boggs, overrunning second base, and ran the Sox out of an inning, which who knows what could have happened. So, here we go, scoreless in the bottom of the fifth inning. And the second baseman, Gleyber Torres, will lead off. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Back in the second. This is a fast-paced game, a good pitching duel between Johnny Cueto and Mike Scott. Who's going to flinch first? So far, none of them at the moment. There's a strike taken, 0-1. Fouled away 0-2. Scott is set at the belt here. And the 0-2 delivery, another foul ball. Oh, 2 delivery. Strike 3 right down the pipe. Gleyber can't believe it. Late to the party, recognize that one. That's number 7 for Scott. And there is one down, and now bring up Gary Sanchez. And look at this line score. 0-3-0 for the Sox. 0-1-0 for the Yankees. Here's Gary Sanchez, 0 for 1 here today. Popped them up, foul, strike 1. The 0-1. Grounded foul again, 0-2 on Sanchez. Good pitch count for Mike Scott. He's at 48. hoping to keep it a little bit low as we get later in the ball game. The 0-2 to Sanchez. He struck him out. There's number 8 for Mike Scott this afternoon. And there's 2 down. Let's take a look at the pitch speed comparison. Almost even. Scott edges Cueto by 2. 94 for Scott, Cueto 92. And the pitch speed comparison brought to you by Topps Baseball Bubblegum Cards. So now bring up Didi Gregorius. 222 average, 2 home runs, 7 runs batted in today. 0 for 1, lined out his last time up back in the 3rd. Swing and a miss, 0-1. 0-0 if you just joined us. We got ourselves a pitching classic so far. The 0-1. Missed it. The 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Gregorius. With 2 outs and the bases empty in a scoreless game. The stretch. And a 1-2. Fly ball into right. And it'll be caught by Alamar's side. Retired. Another 1-2-3 inning delivered by Mike Scott. At the end of 5 from the new stadium, it's the Sox nothing and the Yankees nothing. Mike Piazza will be the batter, 0 for 1 as we begin the 6th inning. Piazza flew out his last time up back in the 3rd. It remains scoreless between the Yankees and the White Sox. Both Johnny Cueto and Mike Scott pitching a gem. Line down the right field line, but foul, strike 1. Cueto centered the belt. The 0-1. Fouled away again, 0-2 on Piazza. Top of the 6th, 0-0 in the 2nd game of this 3-game weekend series. The 0-2, a chopper to the shortstop. The throw is in plenty of time for out number 1. Well, Supergirl 8 is coming to W.O.N YouTube May 18th. We are right now in the middle of post-production, but watch us across W.O.N 9 for teasers and trailers. Coming up between the 7th inning, we will show you teaser number 1 for both Supergirl 8 and Superwoman 2. You don't want to miss it. That'll happen right after the 7th inning right here on W.O.N. Well, Supergirl 8 will be premiering May 18th. Superwoman 2, I believe, the 19th or the 20th. We're still trying to figure out the schedule for that film to be uploaded. The 0-1, odd shot up the middle. There's a base hit. That's the 3rd hit of the ball game for the New York White Sox. They get the speedy Larkin at first. 1 down and 1 on for Roberto Alomar. Sox trying to get their first runs of the ball game. Any which way possible. Cueto set the belt here. The pitch on the way. Hot shot up the middle. See-through base hit. And for the first time this afternoon, the White Sox get back-to-back hits, consecutive hits. And the Sox, for the first time this afternoon, have Sutton cooking. 1st and 2nd and 1 down. And a meat of disorders coming up, and that's Don Mattingly. So how long will Cueto keep going? He has a low pitch count, lower than Mike Scott. Here's Mattingly. The infield is in, the outfield is normal. The pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. This could be 2, and it will be 2, and the Yankees get out of it. Middle of the inning. It remains scoreless in the middle of the 6th. Biggest chance for the White Sox was right there. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Luke Voigt will lead off. This will be pitch number 54 by Mike, and he delivers a strike. Wow. 0-0 is the score here in the bottom of the 6th inning as Voigt golf for that one, and he missed it badly. Mike's got a tremendous afternoon so far. And it continues with another strike 3 call. Strikeout number 9 for Mike Scott this afternoon here in the 6th. 1 down. Now bring up Aaron Hicks with the only hit of the Yankee ball game. A 1-out delivery. Swinging him, foul ball, strike 1. Reggie would have caught that ball, we'd be talking about something else. What we are talking about is a great pitching duel between the Yankees and the Sox. That nipped the corner to the dismay of Hicks. He can't believe it. And there's nothing in 2. Scott set at the belt. The 0-2 on its way. Here he struck him out. He's got 10 today. 10th strikeout from Mike Scott. 2 down here in the 6th. Wow. Now bring up Brett Gardner, the designated hitter. Now look at the manager for the Sox. Has to be happy with his club right now, despite it being scoreless, but they remain resilient. Here's Brett Gardner, who has struck out twice here this afternoon. The pitch.
Nope.
Down low, 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0. Fouled away, strike 1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 on Gardner. Mike Scott a strike away from giving Gardner 3 strikeouts of the ball game and a grand total of 13 under his belt. Maybe more than that. He got him! Strikeout number 11 for Mike Scott, and at the end of 6th, we remain scoreless. We go to the 7th inning, we remain scoreless, 0-5-0 for the Sox. 0-1-0 for the Yankees, as this game has gotten to be a pitching classic. Johnny Cueto still on the mound, and Reggie Jackson, who's 1 for 2 today, leads off the 7th inning in game number 2 of this 3-game weekend set, and it is 0-0. So here we go, 7th inning, Reggie leading off. Cueto on the mound still. The pitch on the way. High fly ball into left field. The left fielder is there, and it's caught. Boy, Reggie thought he got it. He did not. Close for no cigar. 1 down.
The center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
I'll bring up Ken Griffey Jr. Griffey, 0 for 2, a tough day. It was a tough day for both sides. He's 0 for 2 this afternoon. Scoreless, bases empty, 1 down here in the 7th. Cueto set the belt. And the pitch on the way. There she goes to right! And there's your run of the ball game. So long, farewell. The kid delivers a bomb. The first run of the ball game comes off the bat of Ken Griffey Jr. A bomb, bullet, whatever you want to call it. It's a 1-0 Sox lead. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox gets a home run? A Ken Griffey Jr. This bud's for you. The kid delivers in the 7th. Well, we told you it was going to take one mistake, and that was the mistake. They hit off the second deck. Now bring up Ricky Henderson. There's a line drive to right field coming on his judge. He's got it, 2 down. Wow.
Now batting, the first baseman.
I'll bring up Frank Thomas. One to nothing Sox on the bullet home run by Griffey Jr. Thomas flies one in the air to right field. Going back is Hicks, and Judge that's going to fall in for a base hit. Thomas will stay at first, though. A long single for Thomas, so the inning continues with 2 outs and 1 on now.
Third baseman.
Coming away Boggs. Zach Britton is warming in the Yankee bullpen just in case. 2 outs, 1 on, a runner's in. Boggs lines one to right field, but Aaron Judge makes the catch, side retired. But 1 hit scores the first run of the game off the bat of the kid. Time to stretch in the new stadium. 1-0 Sox lead. Well, Miguel Andujar will come into the plate, leading with his team down 1-0 thanks to Ken Griffey Jr.'s bomb of a home run. It is a 1-0 Sox lead. Mike Scott with 11 strikeouts so far, pitching a 1-hitter and a shutout to boot. Mike Scott back to work now, nursing a lead for the very first time in this ball game. Foul away, 1-1. Strike taken, 1-2. Scott set at the belt here. 1-2, ground ball to Boggs. Easy play, 1 down. Well, look at the pitch count for Mike Scott. It is comfortable at 67. Of course, Cueto had it lower than his, but after that inning, it changed. Judge, a tough day today, 0 for 2. Down low, 1-0. Going to be interested to see if Johnny Cueto will come into the ball game to pitch in the 8th inning with a low pitch count. Oh, he may come back, and he will, as Judge hits it a ton to left. This game is tied. What a shot by Aaron Judge. And there's one mistake that Mike Scott wish he could take back. Number 4 for Judge. It puts the Yankee Stadium crowd back to power mode. It's a 1-1 tie. Holy cow, what a ball game. Both pitchers who are pitching a shutout. They both make key mistakes, and both teams hit 1 home run each. This game is far from over. It's a brand new ball game. 1-1 tie between the Yankees and the Sox. Wow. Man, oh man, did he hit that one. And now here's Stanton. There's no action in the Sox bullpen as of yet as Stanton takes a strike. 1-1. See if we can try to script this game, folks. Bet you can't. Stanton hits it on the ground. Diving stop by Alomar, but he won't get a play. He'll throw to first. Everybody's safe. A 1-out hit for Stanton, and the inning continues for the Yankees. So, coming up, Gleyber Torres with the infield end and the outfield normal. Rip foul, strike 1. This Yankee Stadium crowd is alive after the game-tying home run by Aaron Judge. There is, takes a strike. It's now 0-2. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Here's number 12 from Mike Scott. Big out to get. 2 down here in the 7th. 12 strikeouts today from Mike Scott. And now bring up Gary Sanchez. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Sanchez, a tough afternoon, 2 strikeouts. 0 for 2 here today. The 0-1 underway. Strike, 0-2. Stanton leads off at second base. 1-1 tie on the Judge home run. Interested to see if Johnny Cueto will come in for the 78th. We shall see, as Sanchez just stays alive. What a ball game. The 0-2, and there's number 13 for Scott. 13 Ks total today for Mike Scott. Well, the Yankees tied the game 1-1 at the end of 7. We're now going to pause for station identification, a sneak preview of Supergirl 8 and Superwoman 2.
This is WON Brooklyn.
Oh boy, when will she ever learn? I am unbeatable. I am unstoppable. She can't kill me. The only person that's going to go down is her. 6 feet under. You're the one behind all of the crime in Chicago, not me. I'm not your ordinary superheroine. You can't just... You can't...
Down at the new Yankee Stadium, this stadium is alive and well as we head into the 8th inning. In a 1-1 tie, Mike Piazza leads off the 8th, and Johnny Cueto is on the mound. Game 2 of this 3-game series, and so far this one is a classic. The pitch on the way, swung on him in strike 1. The 0-1 of Piazza. Off the middle, hot shot, base hit. Into center field, so Piazza leads off the 8th inning with a base hit. And the top of the order is coming up for the Sox. And he extends his inning streak to 7 straight games. Here's Barry Larkin. Larkin with a single earlier in this game, I believe in the 6th. The infield is in, the outfield's normal. The pitch on the way to Larkin. Hit high in the air to deep right field. Back goes Judge on the warning track. Looking up in the hole, it's gone! So long, farewell! Barry Larkin delivers a 2-run home run. And the White Sox regain the lead 3-1. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox gets a home run. Hey, Barry Larkin, this bud's for you. And that may be all for Johnny Cueto. He pitched his heart out. Look at Aaron Boone. He can't believe what just happened. And look at the Sox dugout in jubilation, knowing this is a tough game going down to the wire. And boy, did Larkin deliver. A wall-scraping home run to right. This is going to be it for Johnny Cueto, you would think. With Zach Britton coming out of the bullpen, and it will be. Oh, man, a tough situation for Cueto. He gets a handshake from Gary Sanchez and everybody else. He held on for a while, but he surrenders the lead to the Sox. It's called a bullpen, brought to you by New York Telephone. We'll be back.
Nothing's more New York than a man who's running late.
Hello, any messages for Andrews? All right, call you back in about 10 minutes.
The people of New York Telephone keep our public phones ready and waiting 24 hours a day.
It's Andrews. It's up to 60. So, meet me at Broad Wall. 5 minutes.
It's street smart, because nothing's more New York than New York Telephone public phones.
Hello, it's Andrews again.
Well, a good standing ovation as Cueto walked off the mound. There's nothing you can blame him for doing. You know, he pitched his heart out. You know, he surrendered the first runs. Then the Yankees got him back thanks to a Judge home run. And he surrendered a 2-run shot to Larkin. Tough way to go out. It's still a reachable ball game. Roberto Alomar now batting on the right side will lead off with 2 runs in and nobody out here in the 8th. And Zach Britton back on the mound, rips it to third. Nice play by Andujar for out number 1.
Now batting, designated hitter, Don.
I'll bring up Don Mattingly. It's a 2-run lead for the White Sox, so no lead is safe. Mattingly with a 1 hit in this game. He's 1 for 3 here today. One out, nobody on, 2 runs in. The pitch by Britton. There she goes to right, fair or foul? Foul. Strike 1. Britton said the belt here. The 0-1 to Mattingly. Rip to right field. Way back is Judge at the wall. It's gone. So long, farewell. Donnie Baseball delivers another one. Solo shot to right. His 10th of the year. And it's a 4-1 New York White Sox lead. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Don Mattingly, it is Bud for you. Boy, did he score that one. Nothing for Judge to do but just turn and watch, and here's Reggie. So again, late innings scoring for the Sox, and it took them a long time. Reggie crushes on the right. Fair or foul? That ball is fair, and it is gone. So long, farewell. Back to back. Mr. October with a second decker, his 15th of the year. And the Sox now lead 5-1. And once again, fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Hey, Reggie Jackson, this Bud's for you. What a shot by Reggie. And it stayed fair by plenty. And we got a new pitcher, Mark Melanson. Boy, he's got his work cut out for him. Here's the guy that entered the scoreboard with the first run of the game. But you know what I mean, it's literally put the first run on the board with his 13th home run of the year, a solo bullet home run back in the 7th. His team has picked up the pace and has scored 4 runs. A 2-run shot by Larkin, a solo shot by both Reggie and Mattingly. Into left center, that won't be caught. That's going to be a base hit. And extra bases for Griffey Jr. He's bidding for 2, and he's going to get there easily. A 1-out double, and the White Sox are getting to the Yankee bullpen here in the 8th inning. What was a classic pitching duel has fallen apart at the seams. Here's Ricky Henderson. The pitch on the way. Up the middle, base hit. Let's see if they'll score. Griffey, here he comes. He's coming home. The throw is not in time. It is 6-1 Sox on the RBI single by Ricky Henderson. And it's a 5-run lead with one down. Coming up, Frank Thomas. Frank Thomas, the batter now, with a runner at first. The infield is in now for a potential double play situation. They won't get it. Into right center. That's going to be extra bases. Let's see if they'll score Henderson. He's got wheels. He's going to stay at third. A double for Thomas. Second and third, and still one out. And the White Sox are taking a Yankee bullpen to town here in the 8th inning. Having a Wade Boggs. They couldn't hit Johnny Cueto until the 7th and 8th inning. And with Cueto out, it's all on the Yankee bullpen, and right now they're not doing the job. Second and third occupied. One down. RBI chance here for Wade. A chance to bring in two. Ground ball, base hit into right center. He may bring in two. Here comes Thomas to score. It's 8-1 on a 2 RBI single by Wade Boggs. Wow. And still only one out. And I'll bring on Mike Piazza. And we got a new pitcher. Tommy Cahill will try to stop the bleeding for the Yankees defense and the bullpen. Not an easy situation. Here's Piazza, who singled and scored a run. Thanks to Larkin's 2-run home run hit in his inning alone, and Larkin is on deck. Man's that first one out. 7 runs in this inning alone. Piazza on the ground, base hit in the right. Runner moves to second. Piazza marches on to first. First and second, and still one out for Barry Larkin, with possibly the turning point home run of this game. The pitch on the way. Fouled away, strike one. Larkin 2 for 4 with a home run and a single. 2 RBIs. Cahill set. The 0-1 underway. Hit hard to right center, and that's going to be a base hit. 1 run will score. A double for Larkin. It's 9-1. Second and third occupied, and still only 1 out in the 8th. Ouch. Here's Roberto Alomar. He'll be back batting on the left side again. He's 1 for 4 with a single back in the 6th. Sox are teeing off on the Yankee bullpen and are just a run away from hitting double digits again. Hit hard, right to the shortstop. A run will score. Everybody will be safe. The merry-go-round continues. It's 10-1 Sox and still only 1 out. My goodness. Now bring up Don Mattingly. Mattingly homered in this inning. A solo shot, his 10th of the year. A chance to bring in another run. The infield's in though, and the outfield's normal. A high drive to left center. That ball will not be caught. Another run will score. Possibly 2 can score. The answer is no. Everybody's safe. Second and third, a run in. 11-1 Sox. My goodness. Well, here's Reggie, who hit a bomb earlier in this inning alone too. Second and third, 1 down. Yankees having a tough time getting the final 2 outs of the 8th inning. Into left field, that could be 1, and it will be for the first time. A sarcastic cheer from the Yankee crowd. Everybody will stay right on their base. I'll bring up Ken Griffey. Griffey on the ground to second. And for the 8th inning, the nightmare's over for the Yankees. The Sox score 10 runs in 1 inning. They leave 2 on base. Middle of the 8th. 11-1 Sox. Rios will come in to bat here in the bottom of the 8th with his team down by 10. Who would have ever thought that? It was a pitching duel. And Aaron Judge with the game-tying home run. And then Johnny Cueto gave up the big 2-run home run to Larkin. And then Aaron Boone handed the ball to the bullpen. And that's where we are. 10 runs come in. 2 of them counted to Cueto. The other 8 to the bullpen. Baseball is a funny game, folks. 1-1 on DD. Strike taken, 1-2. And yes, Mike Scott kind of got lost in the shuffle after the Sox offensive explosion. He's still in the ball game. And another foul ball. And he's at 82 pitches right now. He could go all the way for the victory. One, two. Another foul ball. One, two again. Another foul ball. One, two again. Another foul ball. My goodness. Edie trying to run the pitch count off of Mike Scott. He's doing a good job here. Again, the 1-2. Just missed. Woo. Close but no cigar. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Didi. Mike Scott has yet to surrender a walk this afternoon. The 2-2. Popped them up behind the plate. Mike Piazza's there. Can of corn. 1 down. We'll be on the air tomorrow afternoon at 1. But let's take a look at the starters comparison. Well, it was almost evenly matched. Cueto didn't surrender any strikeouts. But Scott did, 13. Plenty of ball game to go, and here comes Luke Voigt. Reach for that one, fouls away, strike 1. Pitch number 89 will be coming to Mike Scott. The 0-1 to Luke, fouled away, 0-2. This will be pitch number 90 coming from Mike. 1 out under his belt here in the 8th inning. The 0-2, another foul ball. Seems to be having a tough time getting that put-away pitch in the late innings. The pitch. He struck him out, number 14 from Mike Scott here in the 8th. 2 down. What a performance by Mike Scott, and he's still got a lot left in the tank, it looks like. So the battle will now be Aaron Hicks. Hicks 1 for 2 with a double back in the 3rd inning. Here's the stretch by Mike. And the pitch to Hicks is a strike. 4-seamer right down the pipe. As Aaron Boone has to be disappointed with what has happened in this contest. Boy, did it change in a hurry. 0-2. Scott ahead of Hicks. The 0-2 delivery, another foul ball. Anyway, tomorrow afternoon at 1, we'll have the Yankees and the Sox final game of this weekend series. You're on WON Channel 9 YouTube, powered by MLB The Show 19. Looking forward to bringing it to you. The 0-2 to Hicks, another foul ball. As now Scott is 5 pitches away from 100 in this game. This will be pitch number 96. on its way. Another foul ball. Again, the 0-2. He struck him out. He's collected 15 strikeouts this afternoon. At the end of 8, it's 11-1 White Sox. Well, Ricky Henderson will be the batter, 1 for 4 here this afternoon with a single, RBI, and a run.
Number 24.
10-run lead for the Sox as we begin the 9th inning. And the bullpen in action for the Yankees. Fly ball to right field, and Judge has got it for out number 1. And a sarcastic cheer from the Yankee fans. Coming of Frank Thomas. Frank 2 for 4 this afternoon. That's ripped but foul, strike 1. Ten-run lead for the Sox here in the 9th inning. 1 out for the Yankees. Well, carried by the Yankees. Here's a right field job. Judge makes the running catch. 2 down here in the 9th.
Now batting, third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Here's Wade Boggs. Boggs a double, a single, 2 runs batted in. 2 outs. Nobody on base. 11-1. Sox lead. Into left center, that won't be caught. That's going to be extra bases for Wade on his way to second base. He's got himself a double. Sox scored 1 run in the 7th and 10 runs in the 8th. Piazza now the batter. 2 outs and 1 on. Into right, Judge is there, side retire. 1-hitter man is stranded. Last lick for the Yankees, down by 10. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Sox 11, Yankees 1. Well, Brett Gardner will be the batter, and his club is down by 10. Boy, what a pitching game this was until we reached the 8th inning where things fell apart for the Yankees. Yankees made it interesting in the 7th to tie the game at 1, but that has been it. But it was an exciting ball game until we reached the 8th, and things changed in a hurry. Scott ahead of Gardner 0-1, now ahead 0-2. To Gardner, another foul ball. And he's now reached 100 pitches, Mike Scott has. He's trying to finish this baby off. He's 2 outs away from doing that. Another K from Mike Scott. His 16th of the game. 1 down here in the 9th. Wow. This guy has been on point. Look at that velocity. Look at where the location was on that one. My goodness. He's had it all this afternoon. So the batter now will be Miguel Andujar. Outside 1-0. Mike Scott has pitched over 100 pitches. He's at 102. Next pitch will be 103. Fouled away, 1-1. The 1-1 delivery. Ground ball to first. Thomas has got it, and they're 2 away, and the Yankees are down to their final out. I'll bring up Aaron Judge. The final hope for the Yankees. He put on a show with a long home run to left to tie the game at 1 back in the 7th inning. That's been it by the Yankees. 0-1 on Judge. Sox are out away from taking this series and looking for the sweep tomorrow afternoon. As a nubbler to Piazza, this should do it. And this game is over. The Sox win it. 11-1. You can put this one in the books. They take the series, and we'll be looking for the sweep tomorrow afternoon here at the new stadium. Mike Scott gets win number 3 of the year. He has a total of 16 strikeouts, surrendered only a couple of hits, 1 run off the bat of Aaron Judge. But that was it. The offense for the Sox did the rest, mostly in the 8th inning, thanks to Barry Larkin and so many other supporting cast. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon at 1 for the finale of the series between the Yankees and the Sox. Yours truly, Jonathan Rios, signing off for Sox Baseball 19.
This is WON Brooklyn.